was the building that was here. Maybe this came a little bit later. Or exactly, it could be this building still, except for it's been so redone that it doesn't look the same to me, you know? And I think that you guys, I really don't know that if any other business was to come in and try and take this over, I don't think that it would work.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
The only reason you guys are making this work is because of what you do. So if they had, like, say you just had moved locations and they had, let's say, a restaurant come in, it's not going to make it. This town, which is my hometown, but this town has a lot of, I don't know if curse is the right word, just a lot of negative experiences and heavy lifestyle. And it's like you have to almost like be voted in on the spirit realm in order for you to have something successful. But the bars will always work well because
they do too.
Because that's what these guys did. They worked, they drank, they worked, they drank.
So they love the bars.
They love the bars. Now that's what I'm seeing connected with this building. And then you also have a little boy, and he's showing me that he got hit by a car and passed. And I don't know that it was right in front of here. It seems like it was on a corner. But he came in because he really loves what you guys do for him. And so he's the one that plays with your cat all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they get the zoomies.
Well, he also says that sometimes she tries to scratch him.
Oh!
Well, she's not the biggest fan of children.
Oh, apparently not. Well, I know why. She's a little haunted with the little kid, you know? But you guys also have your army of spirits with you guys here too. And it's really interesting because I can feel how protected this place is with what you guys are doing. The hard part is because this town is like one of those they have to vote you in, right? People, they don't get normally like attracted and bring them in, but that's shifting and that's changing. So you guys are going from just kind of a little hole in the wall, little do your own thing, to all of a sudden you guys are going to be really thriving to where you are going to end up having to need a bigger place.
Oh.
Yeah, well, tell them to hurry up.
Right?
It's coming. They just got to get past the barricades, I guess. I also, when I came in, there is a female that is connected with you. And she is like a proud mama kind of person, right? And you tap into her, which she has a lot of connection with more, where it's like Mother Earth, Father, Son. It's not like God and angels, right? And she's got like a whole thing that she's connected with. So I think she's had several past lives doing that, which is what makes you so powerful. So you not only are connecting in on the spiritual, you're also connecting in on more the planetary spiritual. Does that make sense? So not only do you use angels and gods and things like that, it's just more of a grounded connection, right? So they kind of clear the earth, use the earth to tell them what it is. Like they know how to check and make sure, see how hard the winter is. They're the ones that are going to check and see what kind of food they need to store. You see where I'm going with that? So you not only connect here on more of the grounded spiritual, but you also go more into the angels, God kind of spiritual. And so I think that's what's causing a lot of your just internal kind of, I don't know if conflict's the right word, but, you know, internal battle that you've got. Because you got one half of you going, I want to do it this way. And then you got the other half of you going, no, fuck that, I want to do it this way.
Right.
Can make you feel a little bipolar. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So I'm not going
no, you're not. But I mean, you are. You're not. Like, there ain't nothing. I mean, nothing anyone can use against you if you own it. So if they just call you like bipolar or crazy, I'd just be like, sure the fuck in. We're coming now. Well, I know that, oh boy, you guys been through a lot. You remind me of one of those enhancement stones, crystals that like really stand tall, stand mighty, but you're kind of like a power strip. So everybody tends to come in and connect onto you to get recharged, to get moving forward.
They're sucking
So-
you dry.
Some of them have.
It can.
Hence why they
But-
don't come back.
Yeah.
If you gave yourself the permission to go forward more with your spiritual gift, which you're going to do whether you want to or not, just saying. But if you would, it'd be a lot easier to go. But you are a very powerful healer. So you're that type that will be able to move energy, clean energy, push energy, and all of that. So like someone like me whose back is a hot fucking mess, right? You'd be able to come in and do a lot of work on that. And I would be able to actually have those bones heal and move forward. So you're going into a more powerful space, but boy, you stubborn.
I've heard that.
You a stubborn girl, and I'm a Taurus. I appreciate stubborn. And you trump me, which is hard to do, you know? That's not good. It's not good.
Many times I've told her she's stubborn.
Oh, and like the thing that works for me, and it might work for you, is especially when I know I have to change it, I'm just pissed off about it, is I ask myself, how's my way working for me? Well, fucking clearly it's not. So I'm going to try a different way. That might help you kind of pull you out of this hole that you dug in because you went through so fucking much shit, like at one time, that it splattered you. So you just kind of dug in, and now you're that post that nobody can pull out. And your family, man, you got half that are awesome and the other half that are what the fuck happened.
And we'll sit down with that one in a beer.
I think we might need some whiskey for that one.
Absolutely.
But the more because you're always going to be the leader in your family. That's just who you are. That's what you do. You're a universal leader. And so when you finally start allowing you to move, that it's going to be safe for you to start moving forward with your spiritual gift, there ain't no stopping you then. And I do see you being more their example versus their mother, their fixer, their healer, their everything, you know? And so the more you go that way, the more you're going to have generations to come follow right in your footsteps.
That sounds like fun.
Well, if anybody can do it, it's you.
Thank you.
Tag, you're it, you know?
Oh, fuck.
But both of you need to allow yourselves some time to work on moving the wall that you have around your heart. Both of you are in this like really anti-relationship kind of space. I say this all the time. Our bodies and our lives are a lot like a fucking cell phone, right? It can do cool shit. If you're me, it gets you in trouble daily. I'm sure this does you too. But it doesn't matter how new that cell phone is or how much you paid for the fucking thing. It ain't worth shit without a charger.
There you go.
Love is our charger, and you can move mountains and it don't feel like work when you're in love. Love is the most powerful energy we got, which is why we're having this big shift in world peace. You're a big part of that. You already have been. You're a bigger, you going forward, honey.
Trying.
But you need to remove that heart wall so that you can have a soul fulfilling connection come in. Because it's going to be about what you can do as a collective, not what you can do as a one. The best thing you guys can do, and anybody that is like struggling with just kind of that relationships are too hard, I don't want it, get yourself the most, and honey, I mean the most detailed visual of what a healthy relationship would look like to you. So like if you're watching TV and you see a great makeout session, I want you going, I want my honey kiss, but just like that. It has to look just fucking like that.
Yep.
Anytime you see a couple, pay the fuck attention. Act like they're Bigfoot or something, right? And be like, holy shit, I want to pull my hair, baby like that, pray with me like that, sing with me like that, argue with me like that. Like, act like you're specially ordering this motherfucker out the universe's menu because you guys are. And the funny part is, you bastards know like how to do this.
What you waiting for?
What the hell? Why should we have to be telling you to do this? You fucking do this. This is what you do.
Just it.
Yeah.
It's time to reinvest in you because, honey, you don't have much longer that you can put that foundation on little old human you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the more you can allow yourself to have those connections and move forward, the only reason the financial you're getting cock blocked is because men tend to base their whole self-worth off of what they can provide, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they need to come in and go, a man, here you were, I buy a woman house, right? And you're like, fuck you, I already got 2 and I ain't moving.
Very true.
That's like ripping their dick off and use it as a eraser, you know what I'm saying? Don't be doing that. Because you're turning him into a mangina, not a man.
I try very hard.
No, you do real good. You are a professional ripper-offer.
I have been. That's so funny.
But once you actually allow yourself to unblock that, you too, my little dynamite. Once you guys allow yourself to unblock that, the finance is going to flow very freely. So you guys quite literally are going from rag to riches.
Well, it would be nice.
It will. It's that time.
Oh, yeah.
But the hard part is you guys kind of like to keep yourselves a little hidden, and you gotta let yourselves be seen.
Yeah, but that came from my childhood.
Sweetie,
All
listen.
the shit you were saying, that was
Let me tell you something. Here's the deal, and I say this like to people. Everybody has this gift. You know, some are better in areas than others, but the reality is, the people that are more aware of their gift and moving forward with it, it's not because we had an easy life. It's because we had to literally be 10 steps ahead of the game before else would die, right? So we kind of had to go through the holy fuck, I'm going to die, right? Which is why we're good at not dying. So I know, but the childhood stuff on both angles has been unbelievably deep. And I know that you both have been working really, really hard for forgiveness. And I think you're a good 80% there. I don't know that that's something that you need to keep working on. Again, I think because you're going through such a massive life transformation, that's just going to be one less thing for you to worry about. Okay. You've also got a lot of self-discovery that and you do a pretty good job at this, so I'm kind of surprised I'm seeing this, but like it reminds me of like a brand new house that has a whole bunch of doors and a whole bunch of rooms, and you're like opening all of them going, what the hell's in there? And it is going to bring so much love and light and clarity in your life. I mean, you really do deserve this, so get the fuck out of your way and let's start embracing the new you.
so tell so many people, get the hell out of your own way.
Well, yeah, I know.
I need to take my own advice.
I had a teacher that always tells me, she's like, those that can't teach. So those that can't ride horses will teach people how to ride horses. Those who can't fall in love will teach people how to fall in love. Those who can't teach. I mean, we're an example one way or the other, right? So like you're either the worst example ever and everybody's looking at you and following you, or you're the best example from all of you and they're following you anyway. So either way you win.
I think so. I mean, Austin, she has so many people following.
I know.
It's
And so
great.
that's why I don't know if you have the time, but I kind of think it would be cool if you guys are up for it to maybe put a little something together to let all of us release our past. Could you do it? Could you do it?
I have an idea.
Let's do it.
See?
Okay. All right. Let's make us a potion thing. Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome.
She's good at it.
This is gonna
So,
be awesome.
any more ghosts while we're waiting for?
Well, I was gonna tell you. What do you get?
Well, okay, I have to
And I don't want you to just focus on the ghost. I want you to focus on it all. Got it?
on it all. Okay, give me a second here. I'm getting an older lady, longer hair, darker hair. She's telling me that she loves this space as well. She really loves this little community. Like you've created this little community. Yeah, and she really loves to come and be a part of that community that you've created.
Do you feel like she's like a real powerful spirit?
I see, yes, I'm getting the chills, and I see her like
She's
just
like,
surrounded
she's
in
the
bright
witch you bring it all
light.
around to.
Yeah.
She's the top dog.
Yeah,
And she
yeah,
is absolutely all about this with you guys.
yeah.
It's about time. So yeah, good,
And
good picking up.
she's just beaming like with
But she's
love and smiling, and
powerful.
yes,
Like when she comes
Mhm.
in, you know.
yeah,
It's kind of like the big mama, you know?
yeah, yeah.
I have a question on this female.
Yes.
Does she tell you where she's from? There's a specific country.
I got Germany right away.
Okay. That's one of two then, because there's one that is French.
Okay.
And she comes in from time to time too.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in working with that realm and that energy, because again, this shift we're having, that we're going to be full board in within the next 3 years. So next year is going to be a little bit more of a holy fuck, hang on to your hat. But the year after,
This one.
you're good. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the year after is going to start getting good, and the year after that, that's when the two realms come together. So that's when we get called to duty. Okay, you guys are. It's interesting because you know what that you're doing. Like, you guys are pretty confident in what you're doing, but you don't know how to really let yourself go forward and own that and expand. And so if I were you, and I can't believe I'm even saying this because routine and you don't get along. It's not even in your vocabulary. No. But you do need to get the fuck outside your normal, right?
Step
so like
outside the bubble.
If you usually sleep on the left side bed, try to right. If you always shower in the morning, shower the fucking night, right? Change it up. Anything you find yourself routine in, change it up. You've got to open yourself up. You're way, way too big and powerful for the baby roundabout you're living in. And it's interesting because both of you have like this major fear of really owning that energy and what you can do. So can you explain why you have that block and why you have that fear? Like, what makes you very hesitant about really going full on fucking powerful bitch?
Oh God. So how long are we going to be here?
Well, I mean, we could be here all night. Who gives a shit?
Actually, most of the time, what keeps me from this is actually I'm so busy with day-to-day stuff at the shop that I am making stuff for the shop. I am constantly doing whatever. And I don't have time to concentrate on me.
But we got to create that time.
I definitely do.
We got to create that time. And, even though next year's going to be as intense as this year, it technically isn't going to be as intense just because we're used to it, but we're still going to have a lot of clearing off that's happening. But also, your guides are trying to get you connected in with that life source, that love space. Because you've got, when you finally really own the power that she's giving you, like, you can move mountains and it won't feel like work. I mean, and it's interesting because, and maybe you can explain this. I almost feel like, I don't know how to explain it well. I almost feel like part of her is like amazing and good and powerful. The other part of her can get real bitchy and good and powerful. Does that make sense? It's like, she reminds me of my mom. I always say my mom was the best first things that happened to me. Because, like, when she was on my side, ain't nobody, I ain't scared of no one. But when she was not on my side, I was terrified and I knew I was going to die.
Yes.
There was no gray. I know you do. And that's kind of what I pick up with this female that she's talking about, is she's very powerful. She does come in a very beautiful light, but I would not want to fuck with her because she could kill you.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out who she is. So, we'll sit down and talk about
She is connected. She literally almost, how religions kind of look at God as being like the main source. That's what she almost reminds me of.
I see her sitting up higher over all the people.
But she is connected more with the wishes realm, the realm that you guys connect in. I'm trying to think of the right word. It is the spiritual, but like, you guys have like remedies that really can make shit move and make shit happen and make shit heal and make shit. I mean, like, you guys really go more on that end, as a lot of people go more with God and on that end. Does that make sense? So technically, she's another God.
That goes back to the earth thing that you were talking about earlier.
Absolutely. So I'll explain it like this. We got people, right? And we're like the workers. And then you got guides and they're the supervisors. Okay, and then you got angels, and they're the bosses, right? And then you have gods, and they're the owners of the company. She owns the witch area company.
Okay.
A what? I don't know. What is that? She reminds me of like hold on, tell us all about it, baby girl. This ain't my realm, it's yours.
What you're describing sounds like a content. She is the
Yeah,
goddess of witchcraft.
That is exactly it. Thank you. God, it sounds like, it looks like, I mean, I was like trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
She could go by
She does.
Granddaughter, which is also another goddess. And
Okay,
she's
do you know a
Norse.
little bit of history on that and can kind of give us a little rundown?
Which one? Hecate or Ingrid?
This chick.
The one that's here.
Yeah.
I don't know who's here right now.
Okay, so what was the first name that you said?
Hecate.
Yeah, that's her.
That's her.
Yeah, so what is the history? What do you know about her?
I don't know much, mainly because but I do know she's the goddess of witchcraft. She is the mother, the maiden, and the crone, and seen with.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Chili.
Okay, how are we doing
Okay.
on our potion?
Let's go over here and see what we got
Pretty
going
much
on.
done. Did you want me to go over the herbs that we're
Yeah.
using today?
Yeah,
you mind?
please. Yeah.
I don't mind.
And actually, I think I'm going to skip this
There
on
you go.
like that.
Okay.
So I talk loud.
I do too sometimes when I want to. I got red root in there for protection, also to help with root.
So much to
I
that.
know, isn't it crazy? This is what I love, is that we're showing everyone the different types of spirituality. And there's, even though this is different than what I do,
Mhm.
we're still hitting the same destination. We're still
Yes.
getting the same damn thing. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yeah.
I might describe it or do it differently, but at the end of the day, we're at the same destination.
Absolutely.
There it is.
So what is, after we mix that, what's our next step?
I'm gonna have each and every one mix it.
Beacon.
Yeah.
What